Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we living. Let's talk some NBA. What a trade deadline it has been. I just got home from teaching the youth and just looking over these trades. It's been kind of a crazy trade deadline, and there was one huge blockbuster. So in this video, we're going to try to take a look at who we believe is the favorite in the Eastern Conference. You guys could let me know in the comments. Of course, the biggest trade right here, Brooklyn Nets trade James Harden to Philadelphia 76ers for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, and Andre Drummond. So the Ben Simmons era in Philadelphia is officially over. We knew he wasn't going to play for them again. We wondered if he would be traded by the trade deadline. He'll be joining the Brooklyn Nets. The James Harden experiment lasted a little over a year for the Nets. Kind of a down season, but still one of the best scorers in the league. He is joining the 76ers to be quite the tandem along with MVP candidate Joel Embiid. So again, who is the favorite to come out of the Eastern Conference? Let's look at the standings. And if I forget someone who was traded, I apologize again. I just did get home from work. But as you could see, the top 17, really we could say the top 8 teams are separated by just 5.5 games in the Eastern Conference. I mean, it's been shocking that the Nets are currently 8th. They've lost 9 in a row with Durant hurt. Kyrie Irving only being able to play road games. Now they will have Ben Simmons. How will he be after taking this whole season off? Has yet to play in a game. Miami Heat stayed pat during the trade deadline, as did the Chicago Bulls. Cavs didn't make a trade today, but they did add Karis LeVert. Big pickup, especially with Colin Sexton out for the year. Only gave up draft picks and Ricky Rubio, who was already out for this season. Bucks did nothing major. They did get rid of Dante DiVincenzo, who hasn't shot well since coming back from injury. Was their starting two guard for much of last season, but hasn't looked like that same player. They did add Serge Ibaka in the deal where they gave him up. Ibaka is a definite boon for their bench. A good backup big for Bobby Portis, especially since we don't know when or if Brook Lopez will be back from his back ailments. 76ers, of course, adding James Harden. Also gave up Seth Curry and Andre Drummond. How well will Harden and Embiid coexist? The Raptors, they traded for Thaddeus Young. I believe that's the only move they made, giving up Goran Dragic, who has not even been playing for them. Thaddeus Young, of course, that veteran piece, should be one of their top bench performers. Even the Celtics made a deal to acquire Derek White. Derek White is one of the underrated players in the league on a Spurs team that really isn't that noticeable. Post Tim Duncan. Of course, DeJounte Murray's a stud, but other than that, people really haven't been paying much attention to him. But Derek White is an excellent player. Whether he's a starter or sixth man off the bench, he should be a plus for the Boston Celtics. So it's going to be an interesting Eastern Conference. Who do you like as the favorite to come out of the East to represent them in the NBA Finals? If you ask me, I still got to stick with the Bucks, the reigning NBA champions. To me, they are still the favorites, but of course, right now the Heat are atop the East, and they've had a lot of the season without Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo. If both of them can stay healthy, they are going to be quite the threat with Tyler Hero definitely making some strides in his third season. Can the Bulls stay near atop the East? Vucevic, Levine, and DeRozan, quite the trio. Cavaliers, arguably the NBA's biggest surprise. Probably the biggest surprise in the East. Whether them or the Grizzlies are the biggest surprise in the NBA is a toss-up. Probably the Cavs, since they were so bad last year. Jarrett Allen, nearly an all-star. Darius Garland is an all-star. And the Raptors have been playing much improved ball, as you see. Winners of 7 straight. Celtics winners of 6 straight. So it should be an interesting Eastern Conference. Even the 8th place Brooklyn Nets. I mean, if they get rid of those mandates in New York, can Kyrie Irving play home games? We'll wait and see about that. So let me know in the comments after this trade deadline, who do you believe is the favorite in the Eastern Conference? It's going to be interesting. It's so super tight. Again, 8 teams separated by just 5.5 games. The top 4 separated by just 1 game, and pretty much have less than 30 games left in the regular season. 26, 27, 28 for the Sixers. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch. Or do my New York Knicks make a run? I'm kidding, guys. The New York Knicks don't have a chance. Let me know in the comments who you think will make it out of the East. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.